Hey everyone, this is early hours of the morning video. Hope you enjoy this. Got a suggestion from someone that I should do a video on upcoming movies of 2009, and being this is the last day of 2008, hey, what could be more appropriate? I do wish you a Happy New Year. Um, anyway, I'm going to be going through some stuff that I'm looking forward to personally. um, some stuff that looked kind of interesting based on the little bit I know about them, or the title of them, of course, and some later on in the video there'll be some things that are rumored or things that I wish that would be coming out but aren't, at least not yet. If there is something say is rumored and you know something about it that I don't and it is coming out, then please let me know. Anyway, made a little list here, so we're going to go through them, and I'll have a little commentary on each one. A very short commentary, obviously. Some of these, just bear with me, they're kind of goofy. First up, we have Paul Blart Mall Cop, starring Kevin James as a mall security guard. Looks kind of funny. Secondly, Underworld Rise of the Lycans. Now, first two movies are pretty good. Didn't get that well reviewed, either one of the first two when they came out. I think they're pretty entertaining. That kind of the fantasy action kind of interests me. Next, Watchmen, which is of course based on a popular graphic novel. I think there's some web episodes up now of the like anime graphic novel or something. I haven't had a chance to watch any yet, but they do. I will probably watch those to learn a little bit more about what it's about. Next is the Pink Panther 2. Of course, the sequel to the remake that's starring Steve Martin. He's a funny guy, does real good parts, so it should be a funny movie. Next is Crank 2 High Voltage. If you haven't seen the first Crank, I'd suggest seeing it. It's pretty good action. Certainly not for kids, though, but pretty entertaining. Of course, the first one is about this guy that has to keep his adrenaline up, or else he'll slip into a coma and die. Real interesting premise for a movie, and I'm kind of wondering how they're going to bring him back in part 2, but hope I didn't ruin the first one for you. Next one, Star Trek. I guess it's the reimagining of it, which will have a brand new cast. I guess going back before the original series began, kind of that time period. Not like the Scott Bakula Enterprise series, nothing like that, but like I said, it's a reimagining of it, so it should be something completely different. I'm not some dork Trekkie or anything, or any kind of sci-fi nut based on what I'm choosing here. I'm just looking at these for entertainment value. Next up, Terminator Salvation. This is, of course, Terminator 4. This will not star Arnold Schwarzenegger. I believe he said that he won't start any movies until his term as governor has ended, which I think is a pretty good move on his part. But this does star Christian Bale in the role as John Connor. And I like Christian Bale as an actor, even before he was in Batman Begins. His movie called Equilibrium. I do a reenactment for that on this channel. You should watch it. But I've seen him before that, and he's very good. So that might be interesting. Next is 2012. Now these are from the same people that made Independence Day and The Day After Tomorrow. Now, I don't believe any of this hype about 2012. If any of it was true, we'd be panicking right now. And really, my beliefs certainly do not coincide with the conspiracy theories. So maybe this will just be a good action flick, the end of the world and all that. But supposedly the movie's about the survivors of the end of the world. But if there are survivors, how is it the end of the world? I mean, the world's still here. Just a little something to think about there. Next is one that looks really interesting. Where the Wild Things Are. This is, of course, based on the classic children's book. And I looked at this online, and there's some pictures from the movie, some shots, I guess, from the production. And the costumes look outstandingly good. And it looks like they kept the original style of the book, the costumes, but it's in a realistic setting. Quite interesting to look at, and I of course loved that book when I was a kid. So yeah, this will be a great movie to see. Next is Disney's A Christmas Carol. Now that title seems to have been done to death, but the way they're going to do this is with Jim Carrey, probably, from what I understand, is the same vein that they did Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, where he played multiple roles or something like that. But this also directed by Robert Zemeckis, who did Forrest Gump and what was it, the Polar Express. If it's anything like the Polar Express, this will be pretty interesting. So that'll be something to look forward to. Next is The Wolfman, yet another one that has been done to death. But this one, of course, the modernized version. You know, and if they modernize it, hey, you know, it could work. This one stars Anthony Hopkins as the father of the Wolfman, I believe, played by Benicio del Toro. But this is, it looks kind of interesting. Might be somewhat entertaining, I don't know. Last on this list is Sherlock Holmes, another name done several times, but this one stars Robert Downey Jr. as the detective. Well, it's just kind of interesting, and something in the review, or the preview, whatever you want to call it, about him using a sword. Maybe that's be a little bit more action there in the streets of 19th century London. I don't know. But anyway, that's the list of movies that are for sure coming out next year. Now, if any of these are moved back, which I doubt at this point any of these would be, then they'll probably be 2010 movies. But moving on, we have the rumored movies, or movies I would hope there would be. Now, first off is Warcraft, obviously based on the popular game series. I don't play the game, but it is kind of interesting concept there. It is a movie that definitely deserves to be made because the production and the storyline in Warcraft is quite interesting. Then there's Jurassic Park 4, also starring Laura Dern, I believe her name is, from the first and third movie. Now, I don't, of course, believe a lot of the things in Jurassic Park, but for entertainment value, you know, whatever. it might be interesting. Now, brace yourself before I tell you this one. Pee-wee's Playhouse. Now, whether this will star the Paul Rubens Pee-wee, I don't know, but this was a show I watched when I was a kid. You know, it's fun stuff. You know, just don't do what he did, right? Anyway, yeah, that's coming out. Hopefully, it's being rumored. Maybe it's in filming stages. I don't know. Next, Transformers 2. Now, this probably will come out in 2009, but it may not. Either way, it is one I'm looking forward to seeing. First one was okay, but you know, it keeps you interested enough so you want to see the next one. Now, here's another good one, a nice retro title: Greyskull, Masters of the Universe, also known as He-Man. Now, there's a movie they really need to remake in modern terms. With all the stuff we have today, it could be a very, very good movie. Last but not least, Diablo. Now, Diablo 3 has not yet come out. I have played Diablo 2, great game. It's just, you know, you can't take these kind of things literally, the violence, the demonic stuff or anything, but in Diablo you are fighting for the greater good, so it is a great story with that. definitely needs a movie to it. But they're more interested in producing Diablo 3, the game, than they are a movie. Now, Diablo is programmed by the same people that do World of Warcraft, so if they make a Warcraft movie, it'd probably be a lot longer before Diablo came out. But that's just what I think. They need to make a Diablo movie. But that is my list of movies for 2009, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments, and I will see you next time. Oh, and by the way, if you have any suggestions for reenactments I could do, please let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye.